Hey guys, it's me, Sloan. So, damn it, man. I've been talking to my therapist. My therapist has me reaching out to my family because I have things going on in my medical and emotional areas of my life. And so I have been. Not because she told me to, but because I know it's about that time and I should probably start trying to really rebuild my relationship with my family, with the family that I kind of like built around me. And so, um, part of doing that is learning how to be open and how to be vulnerable and how to lean on people, which is something I really wasn't taught growing up. I wasn't taught how to lean on anybody. I was actually taught not to lean on anybody, how to be your own leaning post because there are going to be times when nobody can come to your rescue. And so I've always had that mindset, that mentality, and I've always leaned on myself. I've always dealt with things on my own and kept it to myself because once all is said and done and nobody can help me with anything, really what purpose is there in telling them, right? Hush. Um, so I reached out to an old friend who is family. I just haven't quite defined the relationship yet. And we've known each other, God, 15, 16 years now. And I was someone he leaned on very heavily for a little while. And then I wanted to lean on him, but I didn't know how. And so I asked him to come from England and spend time. I host people from everywhere all the time. They stay in my home. I take them all over the city. I show them my side of the city. I don't take them to the lame ass tourist spots. I take them to like the dive bars and the places where me and my friends go, because it's the real New York City. It's where real New Yorkers go. Anyway, I invited him out for this kind of a trip, and he did. He came out. But I also asked him to observe a relationship between me and my sister Valerie. Not to be confused with the psycho I only knew for 4 years who claims to be my sister Valerie. I'm talking about the one who's biologically related to me that I've known all of her life. Um, so he did. He came and he attempted to observe, but she's extremely manipulative, and he fell for her bullshit until my life blew up for a little while, and he realized that he was kind of used as a tool or a weapon against me, and he didn't appreciate it, obviously. Um, but in that blow up, I cut him off because I felt that after 17 years of her gaslighting me, him falling for it, being a mental health professional, I felt that he betrayed me by not seeing what it is that I saw in the moment that he left. So clear as day. It was so plain. And other people in my life had been telling me that this was going on, and I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to believe it because she was my little sister, and I had a hand in raising her, and I just didn't want to believe it. So last week, a couple of days ago, I reached out to him, and I told him what was going on with me to some degree, and he reached out back to me and told me. And it always blows my mind when he reaches back out to me because as much as I wanted to shit on him when he went back to England, he made his way back into this family because he knew that he fucked up. And so he made his amends for years. I'm rather tough on people. I'm not a very forgiving person. So when he said what he said, what he told me was that he's always known me to be strong, which is true. I don't know any other way to be. And that he's learned that from me, and he's taken these cues from me on how to be strong, and he's learned how to be a better person because of me. So, of course, when I would turn to him and tell him anything about my concerns with my health or my life or my emotions, that he automatically assumes, first of all, that it's way worse than I'm letting on. not going to go into how or why he's right or how bad. That's just a whole different rabbit hole. But he told me that he would always be there for me, and that just because we hadn't spoken to each other in a little bit of time, it's been maybe 2 years, 3 years. He's been going through some shit. I've been going through some shit. We lost touch, as I do. I'm shit at keeping in touch with people. And he said that if I ever needed to talk, that he would be there. And now he's making more concerted effort to get in touch with me because he knows I'm shit at keeping in touch. That's fair. But it always surprises me when people have that kind of reaction with me, because I pull away so much because I don't want to lean on people and I don't want to be a burden to people, that I don't realize that they see me in another light altogether. Like, I see me as a burden to them. I see me as this loner that they don't understand, because I'm constantly running off to fight my own battles and then coming back to help them with theirs, and then running off to fight my own and deal with my own shit. I didn't realize that sometimes these people who I have in my life see me. And these are moments where I feel called out, but in a good way. And I just kind of wanted to share that, because sometimes we have people in our lives that are like that, who will call us out or tell us these things that we really need to hear. Not even just in the moments that we need to hear them, but of course we need to hear them, but they will tell us these things that we often don't realize ourselves until way after the fact, because we don't see ourselves through other people's eyes. And so when he speaks to me about how he respects me and looks up to me, I have to stop looking at myself as the 14-year-old, 15-year-old runaway who was a fugitive and had to forge new identities every time her mother came close to finding her, or who had to leave the state over stupid criminal acts that were seen at that time as necessary for survival. You want to know what those are? Read the book. I'm not talking about those. It's not a thing I want to get into. That's why I wrote the book. On that note, I'm going to go. It's a very, very, very fucking hot summer day in New York. My windows need to remain open or I will die from suffocation, and I live on a boulevard, and every single noise that could possibly come out is going to come through my windows, and I am going to save you from the rest of that, and I will talk to you guys again soon.